All right, Junie, we're recording. Let me do a mic check. June, you're 9 months old. Yes, look how cute you are. Hi, cutie. You want to say anything? One of my biggest fears as a parent almost came true a few minutes ago. Me and June were playing a game where she like sits in my lap and we fall back on the bed and she's like above my face. And I've always been scared that she's going to spit up like in my mouth because if she spits up when we're doing that, it's going to go straight in my mouth. We were doing that earlier and I heard a little gurgle in her throat and thankfully I moved my head out of the way, like right at the last second. It was so much spit up and it would have gone straight into my mouth. Thankfully it just grazed me. It got like the side of my face. I still get a whiff of sour milk every few seconds, which isn't ideal, but it's better than having like an entire bottle's worth of spit up in your mouth. So June has her real Marcus, the worm toy that I mentioned last time. I think he's adorable. Everybody else thinks he's terrifying. It's so funny. We're like all the other kids at show and tell, they're going to have like their teddy bears and their bunny rabbits. And June is going to have Marcus. We're a couple days late recording this one because we are finally in our new house in Tennessee. I say finally because we were supposed to move like a month ago. And we did, or we tried to, back in late April. Well, now it's like the end of May, and we've only been in here for 2 nights now. A lot has happened over the last month. Been pretty hectic, to say the least. Yeah, we've spent the last 4 weeks or so staying at my parents' house. You can't have the wire, June. We're just going to be playing a game of keep June away from the wires all day. If you can't tell, she hates sitting still. Absolutely hates it. Does not want to sit down. Wherever she currently is, she does not want to be there. But yeah, we're finally in the new house. Been here 2 nights. So we moved all of our stuff over here at the end of April. No, you can't have the wire. You can't have that. You know what? Let's just move that over here. All these toys, and she wants the wires from my computer. Hey, Mama. You leaving? Tell Mama bye. Mama's leaving us for the weekend. She doesn't like it when Mom leaves. Still as opinionated as ever. Yeah, so it took us like a month to actually move into the house. We got our stuff in here in late April, and we found out that a main sewer line had broken. And so the house smelled like sewage. You couldn't use any of the water. None of the toilets would flush. Shower wouldn't drain. The whole deal. So, and it ended up being a pretty bad issue. So that took a while to get fixed. And I guess somewhere along the process of that being fixed, so there was basically a bunch of sewage and water and stuff draining underneath the house. That created like just a sort of environment underneath the house. And we think that there was like some mice maybe up underneath there. And then when that water flooded that area, the crawl space area, all the mice decided to rise and then enter the house. So we came back after the sewer issue was fixed. And then we realized that there were mice droppings everywhere. The kitchen was full of them. They were all over. I mean, they were everywhere, all over the entire house. So then had to get that issue fixed. And then obviously I was working during the week. My wife was working during the weekend. So it was just very slow progress to get anything done. But finally, 4 weeks later, we are in here. So again, this is the house that I grew up in. So it's been really cool to be here the past couple of days. It's weird, lots of nostalgia. And June has been enjoying it a lot. She's been sleeping great still. She's got a nice big room. This room's probably like twice the size of her old one. So we've got like this whole little play corner set up for her. She's got a little mirror over here that she can look at herself in. She's got her toy shelf, which I've anchored to the wall so she doesn't pull it over on herself. Yeah, she's got her little books, her whatever that thing is over there. She's been enjoying it. We've been having a good time, mostly. Like I said, she's still very opinionated. She likes to get what she wants, but what baby doesn't? She's so mobile. Like, you just want to go everywhere all the time, like I said. And the problem is she still can't quite crawl. Whenever she like gets into the crawling position and she can't just immediately start like going, then she gets frustrated and then starts losing it. She has really enjoyed us walking her though. Here, let's do some walking. Step, step, step. Step. She's adorable. She's lucky she's adorable. What she isn't adorable, she makes up for with attitude. Love her though. No, she really has been good. Probably 80% of the time, she's in a great mood. She's laughing, having fun, playing. It seems like I always somehow pick the worst times to do this. 30 minutes ago, she was so happy. Everything was amazing. And of course, so I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do our episode. By the time it took me to set everything up, she's like already getting frustrated. She's about to reach her limit. It goes in waves. It's funny. Like she's so happy for a little bit, and then she gets angry, and then all of a sudden she's just fine again. So you never really know what you're going to get with her. She wants to grab everything. So like I said, we're playing a game of keep the wires away from the baby right now. Like it's hard to even read her a book because when you try to read it to her, she just wants to grab the book. She doesn't want to be read to. Oh, look, here we go. All right, crawling position. Come get Marcus. He's on the wires. He's at your favorite place. You got it. Go get him. Go get him. She's a lot better at going backwards than she is forwards. You guys sit and talk, okay? Yeah, we got her a walker, one of those little walking toys that they sit in. And she's also a lot better at going backwards in that than she is going forwards. But she's getting there. She's figuring it out. She's got another tooth coming in. We've got two still. We've been brushing them. I don't know if any of the toothpaste is actually making it on the teeth. I think she just swallows it immediately, but she does have one more coming in, it looks like. But it's not it's not one of her two front teeth. It's like one of the ones off to the side. So if that's the only one that comes in, she's going to look a little funny for a minute until she gets more. But pediatrician says that's okay. So we went to the doctor for her 9-month checkup a couple days ago. She's looking good. We asked about the tooth thing. We also asked, she's been doing this thing where she makes this noise, this like gasping noise. Like all of a sudden she'll go, she started doing that. And it's terrifying when she does it. And so we were a little bit freaked out by it. And so we asked the pediatrician, he was like, yeah, she's just exploring her voice, you know. Why do babies do stuff like that? But yeah, she'll be totally happy, totally fine. And then go right back to being happy. Nothing happened. She's also been doing a lot of shrieking when she gets really excited. Doing the whole pterodactyl thing a little bit. All of a sudden, it's just like this ear-piercing screech that she does. But, you know, again, apparently it's normal. So that's kind of a common pattern that I've noticed so far. Anytime you think something's wrong, it's probably nothing. Like it's easy to get really freaked out because, I mean, it's your kid, especially when it's your first one. But pretty much every single time we're like concerned about something, they're like, it's fine. She's been using me and mom as a jungle gym. She loves to climb on us. She wants so badly to climb on us. And then as soon as she gets up to where she wants to go, she's like, she sees something across the room that she's like, all right, gotta go get that. She's really good at mimicking though. Like she's got this toy that has these like balls in it, and I'll get the two balls and bang them together and then give them to her, and then she does the same thing. She's pretty smart. I think she's going to be smart. She doesn't have to be like naturally book smart or anything, but I at least want her to care about school a little bit. Definitely more than her mom did. Her mom will be the first person to admit that she did not care. So yeah, she's doing really well in the new house. She has had no trouble adjusting whatsoever. Her dogs, on the other hand, are a little freaked out. They don't really know what to think. The house that we were in was a lot more, it was in a neighborhood. There was stuff around it, but this house is more in the middle of a city. And so there's a lot more noises. We live like very close to a hospital. And so there's lots of sirens and things, and she's smiling at herself. So, you know, lots of ambulances and sirens and fire trucks. And so, yeah, the first couple nights they've been like a little spooked. We're all adjusting. It's also, this house is a lot bigger too. So it's a little weird. Like in our other house, I could just kind of leave her in her room for a second and, you know, go off in the kitchen, and I could still like see her in her room. But this one, if I'm in the kitchen, like it feels like we're, you know, a mile away from each other. So that's a little bit different. You can't really just, you know, you don't really want to just leave her in here, but she just you want to pull up on this? Look, grab that. It's a little bit like wrangling a wild animal sometimes. And it's tough because as soon as you let go of her, she's going to do something to hurt herself. You know, like the second I let go of her, her face is going to go straight into this thing. Yep. Oh, there it is. I caught her. She just don't want to sit. She don't want to do it. Me and my wife have been saying, I think we just need to start ignoring her little tantrum she does. Like, look, she's fine. But yeah, so we spent 4 weeks at my parents' house, which is great. It's always great to be around them. They help us out a ton with June. We're lucky to even have a place to stay there. Don't get me wrong, but the place that we do stay in it's like almost like a studio apartment. And so it's a little tight, a little cramped in there for me, her, my wife, and then 2 big dogs. And I was, I also had to work from home, so I was working in an office with Junie for the past month or so, which was, she's interesting to have as a coworker. Not getting a promotion anytime soon. My wife has been great. She let me, I actually ended up coming over here a lot before we even moved in and worked from here. Definitely appreciate that. June, your mom is very good to us. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. She said, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to report about the new house, but like I said, we just got here. So it was a long journey getting in here, but we did it. We got rid of the mice, fixed the plumbing issue, and yeah, we're settling in. So I'll have a little bit more to talk about probably next month. But yeah, she does new stuff every day. She's starting to become mobile now. So who knows? Maybe next month she'll be crawling. A couple months from now, I'm sure she'll be walking. That right now is her favorite noise. Yeah, she's a lot of fun though. She's awesome. I've said this before, but like there's certain parts of the day where you're like, God, I really just can't wait for the day to be over, for bedtime specifically. And then you put her to bed and, you start looking at pictures of her on your phone and like all you want to do is, and then you're like, oh, I miss her. Being a parent it's a funny thing. It's a little bit of a roller coaster, but roller coasters are fun. So a little scary sometimes, but I'm just really glad she didn't spit up in my mouth earlier. Yeah, 9 months. We're 3/4 of the way to 1. God, I don't know what I'm going to do when she starts walking. I'll never be able to keep up. Say bye.